What's up, Wargamers? Welcome back. We've got an exciting Age of Sigmar matchup for you, of course. Michael's going to tell us what's up.
Today we're bringing the Kharadron Overlords. We're on the table for the first time in 4th edition. We're excited to see what they can do. They're in kind of a weird spot. And then I'm bringing the Lumineth Realm-lords, but I really wanted to try and make the Alarith Temple work. So I have a lot of battle cattles. I have the king. Super cool, very slow. So we'll see if we can hang out against all of the shots of the Kharadron Overlords.
Thank you so much to all of our members. We really appreciate your support. This is how we can keep this channel going. If you guys are interested in becoming a member and getting extra battle reports, which are ad-free, then go ahead and hit the link down below and you can consider joining. We would really appreciate it.
And if you're new to the channel, remember to like, share, subscribe, all the good stuff down below. It's free to do and it does help support out that channel and we do appreciate it so very much. So with all that being said, let's take a look at the lists we're playing today.
Kharadron Overlords are flying onto the battlefield today. We are going to be rocking the battle formation Iron Sky Attack Squadron, which means all of my boats are going to ignore the first damage they take in every phase. This is going to be 3 drops. My general is going to be the Endrin Master in dirigible suit, and he is going to have the heroic trait Grudge Bearer. I get to pick an enemy unit to be the target at the start of the battle, and he gets to double his damage characteristic for all of his weapons against that specific unit. He also helps me to heal my boats and to help my Endrin Riggers heal my boats better. Then I have my Arcanaut Admiral. His flagship is going to be a frigate, and he has a special ability to reduce a monster's charge down to 1 dice once per battle. Finally, I have an Aether Chemist in the list. He has etheric augmentation to potentially add some Ren to an infantry unit in my shooting phase. I have 1 unit of 5 Thunderers with the full complement of weapons. Their special ability is if they didn't move in the turn, they can hold their position and they get shoot in combat with every weapon in their unit. I've got a fast-moving reinforced squad of Endrin Riggers. These bad boys can heal my boats at the end of any turn, and they have a fair amount of shooting and melee attacks. Getting into the gunboats, we have 2 Grunstock gun haulers. These are fast movers at 12 inches, 10 health on a 3-up save, control 2. They have some pretty decent missile weapon attacks, and they also can escort troops. Finally, we have 2 frigates in the list. The frigates are going to be fast movers, transport troops, and they can do lots of damage with their bomb racks when they move over things, and they have an assault boat ability that allows them to charge and bring other units into strike first with them. There is the Iron Sky Attack Squadron. Let's see what Michael brought.
Taking a look at the Lumineth Realm-lords today, I'm taking the battle formation Alarith Temple, so this will be allowing me to use Enduring as a Rock, as well as another ability. So let's take a look at the general today. It's going to be Avalenor, the Stoneheart King. This guy is just one of my favorite models, so I was really trying to get him into the game today. He's pretty cool. He's got 3-up save and 16 wounds, and he has a rampage that reduces Ren by 1, and then he can have a command ability to give out +1 attack. Got a bunch of little foot heroes. First up, we have a Cathalar. She's going to be hanging out in the back, supporting the rest of the troops. She's just a single cast wizard. And then we have the Light of Elthurion. He has a decent little shooting attack, and he is a melee beast. So if he can get into combat, he should be able to shred most things that he gets in contact with. And then we have the Alarith Stone Mage. He synergizes really well with other Alarith units. He reduces their battle damage so that they're not affected by battle damage. He has the Silver Wand, so he's a 2-cast wizard. And then he's a Master Tactician, so when I redeploy, it's going to be a minimum of 4 inches. We also have a Spirit of the Mountain in the list. This guy is super cool as well. We're going to run both of the big boys today. This guy has a rampage for a 4-up, fights last if you come into him, which can be really helpful. We have a 20-man unit of Wardens. These guys have crit mortals on those spears, and then if they get charged, they can make the thing that charged them fight last. And they're also anti-cavalry, which is really good in the current meta. We have a reinforced unit of Stone Guard. These guys get a 5-up ward if they're contesting an objective, and all of their hammers went up to damage 2. And if they get that +1 attack from the Stone Mount or the Mountain King, they can get 3 attacks apiece and really clap something off the table. And then we have 1 unit of River Blades. These guys' job is just to zip around the table and get objectives and battle tactics. And then we're taking the manifestations of Hysh today. So we have the Sanctum, which increases the power level of a wizard. And then we have the Twin Stones that make them be able to cast better. And then we have the Rune of Petrification, which can dish out a few mortals. And that is it for the Lumineth Realm-lords. Let's take a look at the mission we're playing today.
Today's battle plan is going to be Battle for the Pass. This is a 4-objective battle, and we are deployed in opposite corners of the battlefield. In this one, the underdog can add 2 to the control scores of friendly non-hero units to help swing points and start controlling objectives. And the way that we score victory points is as follows. You're going to score 1 victory point if you control the one in your territory, 2 for each objective that you control on the border of each player's territory, and then you'll get a mighty 5 points if you control your opponent's territory. You also will score 4 victory points for battle tactics. So this one's going to be really interesting, trying to hold 2 objectives in the center of the battlefield and obviously vying to try to get to the enemy's home objective to get that sweet 5-point bonus. So let's go ahead and see who has initiative. We are back from taking a look at the armies. I'm going to make Michael go first because I was 3 and he was 4 regiments, and we did have some pre-battle stuff, so we're going to talk about that. This is my Arcana Admiral's flagship, so anytime it uses all-out attack, it is going to get to use it for free. And then for my Honor Guard, I have this frigate that's in reserve with the Endrin Master in dirigible suit. It is going to get +1 to hit and wound against Michael's Honor Guard, which is Avalenor, and the reinforced Stone Guard. Then the guy in the dirigible suit gets to put a grudge in on someone and get to double his damage with all of his attacks, which sounds spicy. And I put that on the other Mountain Cow. That's all of mine. Did you have any pre-game stuff?
For my Honor Guard, I gave them the special assignment for anti-war machine. So we're going to be +1 rend if we complete a charge against one of the boats. Get them up to rend 2 against you guys. So that should be helpful.
So nice.
And that's about it.
Cool. Leave a comment down below. Who do you think is going to win this? Lumineth Realm-lords and the Mountain Cattle and the Stone Guard? Or is it going to be all of these boats and all of their little pew-pews? We'd love to hear from you. Michael, let's get into your turn, buddy.
Perfect. So for my battle tactic, I had limited options turn 1, so we are going to try and take the center. It's actually not even guaranteed that I take the center. Some stuff has to work out for me, but I have a good shot of getting it. So I set up for the 2 center cows to do that. And then I guess the first thing we're going to do is we're going to move the Alarith Stone Mage into the temple. Cool. And then we're going to do a little bit of casting. So we're going to start with the Cathalar. And, I should probably say we're going to do Shining Company in addition to, since it's the start of the battle round, so Shining Company in addition to the Alarith Temple. So the big unit of spears is -1 to hit. The Cathalar is just going to cast for a Speed of Hysh, goes off on a 5. It's a 9, so they get +4 to their move. And then over here on the Stone Mage, let's go ahead and do Speed again. That goes off. So we're gonna.
What did it go off on?
That was a 10. And then Protection of Hysh is my last one. And that goes off on 8. So we have a 5-up ward bubble coming from the Stone Mage. That's my hero phase. You got anything?
I do not have anything.
No, you don't really have a hero phase.
See you in the shooting phase of my turn. Just kidding. Let's move.
Movement phase is complete. We shimmied our castle forward, quite literally. We did spend 1 command point to auto-run our Spirit of the Mountain. I only needed a 2 on dice, but I wasn't going to risk it for losing my battle tactic, so I spent that CP. And then the Stoneheart King is hanging out there. My poor Stone Guard only rolled a 1 for their run, so we didn't get on the other point. And then we got 17 of the spears on this far point. So we're castled up pretty good. I don't have any shooting to speak of right now, but David's getting ready to covering fire.
Yes. So Michael has 4 command points because he started with 5. I'm going to go down to 3, and I'm just going to shoot with my frigate, and we have to target the mountain cow. So the only thing that's in range is the heavy skyhook. So this is going to be 2 attacks, 5s and 3s.
Now, I am going to all-out defense, and there are many comments of that you can or cannot do this. The reason I'm saying that I can do this is because in covering fire it says target, and all-out defense says if you're being targeted, you can all-out defense. So that's why I'm doing it.
Yep. We already have 11 comments in the last video about if you can or can't do this. So leave a comment down below. We'd love to hear from you. 5s and 3s. 1 hit. 1 wound.
It's Ren 3, right?
It is not Ren 3. It is Ren 2.
Okay. Saved it.
Cool. Command point well spent. I believe that will round out your turn.
That's it. We'll score it up.
Let's do it. Okay, Michael, we're back from your turn. How many points did you score?
We scored 7. We hold my home objective and one of the flank objectives, and I completed my battle tactic. Couldn't quite take that other objective to really capitalize on being able to go first because we're very slow. I'm down to 3 command points. Dave's at 3 command points, and we're getting into your turn. What's your battle tactic?
Take their land.
Oh, they're going to take this land back here.
I'm going to try to take that land.
Got it. Do you have any more Europhase stuff?
No.
Let's move.
We are back from my movement phase. So I'm doing take their land. So I've dropped my general and his frigate over there. This gun hauler moved and transported the Aether Chemist onto the other side of him. The Thunder stayed on the point. The Admiral, frigate, and Endrin riggers went over here, and I dropped them out of the boat, and then I moved the gun hauler over there. Michael threw a 4-inch redeploy, so he's currently holding that point. And that is it. We're going to do an egregious amount of shooting now, and I think we just use the top-down camera to make it a little easier.
Cool.
Okay, so in the shooting phase, the Admiral is going to use it once per battle. It's called Bring Every Gun to Bear, and he's going to put it on the frigate, and it's just going to get +1 to its attacks for all of its missile weapons. And then we're going to actually go over and start with the Endrin Master and Dirigible suit. He has one 18-inch shot going into the River Blades. It's a 3 and a 3.
-1 to hit.
It hits. It wounds. It's -2.
I think they're a 5-up save, so give me damage.
3.
5s, take 2 damage.
Okay.
Getting those wards from Protection of Hish.
Yeah.
Yish.
Okay, the frigate's going to shoot with his Aether Shot carbines. Is he still in range with the Aether Shot carbines?
Should be. I didn't pull out the front guys. So, yeah.
Okay. So this is 4 attacks, 4s and 3s because of -1 to hit.
He's not nice to hit. So
Okay.
you're 3s.
3s and 3s. Okay. and then 3s. 3 at -1.
Success. Ooh, save 2.
2 damage.
5s. Take a damage.
And then he's going to shoot with his heavy skyhook. This is 4s, and then 3. Misses. Okay, the Thunderers are going to target the cow.
Spirit of the Mountain.
Yep.
Perfect.
And 2 of the dudes have 10-inch range, so they're not going to be able to attack. So we're going to fight with the leader's Aether Shot Rifle. This is 3s and 4s. 3 hits, and then 4s, 1 wound, 1 rend. So it's no
Saved
rend.
it.
Okay, and then we've got the 2 Grundstock Mortars or Aether Cannons. This is 4s and 3s. 2 at -1.
Saved 1, failed 1.
De-thrizzle. 2 wounds into the cow.
Saved them both.
Okay. Okay, these Endrin Riggers are going to shoot. We're going to start with the rapid fire rivet guns. This is going to be 7 attacks because the leader has one of those. And it's going to be 3s and 4s, -1/1.
All out defense on the Stone Guard, going down to 1 command point.
3 wounds at -1, so no rend.
3s. Failed 2. Single damage.
Correct.
5s. Take a damage.
Okay, let's do the Aethermatic Volley Gun. There's 2 of these. 2d6 attacks. So we've got 7, 15 attacks. 4s and 4s. It has crit hits, crit 2 hits, 4s, 6, 3-up saves.
Ooh, guys, you got to make better 3-up saves than that. Okay, good board saves though. Take a damage. 1 guy goes down.
Endrin Rigger heavy weapons. These are 4s and 3s. And 3. No wounds. The frigate is going to use all-out attack for free from the Admiral. And he's going to shoot his Aether Shot Carbines. This is 4 attacks, 3s and 3s.
5? Because you did the +1 attack, right? Damn, I tried.
So it's 2s and 3s because of all-out attack, and then 3s. Okay. 2 saves.
Saved 1, failed 1, 2 damage.
Correct.
5s. Take a damage.
A heavy skyhook. This is 3s and 3s. 3 attacks. Everything hits, and then 3s. Everything wounds. Those are rend 2, so you're on a 4-up save. 3 rend 2.
Failed 2.
8 damage.
8. 5s. 2, 4, 6, 8. Okay, that's where my wards get up. So 4 guys go.
Okay. And then we've got the gun hauler left. 2 shots with the Aether Shot Carbines. This is 3s and 3s. 1 wound.
Saved it.
And then we have the Sky Cannon. This is 4s and 3s. 1 hit. No wounds. I think I will charge. Yeah, we'll charge the gun hauler. So he goes 12. He's got 4 bomb racks, 4s. 2 mortal wounds at you.
All right, take 2.
Okay, you guys ready for the best attacks you've ever seen? 4 attacks, 4s and 4s. 2 wounds.
Saved 1, failed 1. All right, 1 guy goes down. So this was supposed to be at the top, but this is what I was saving my CP for. I'm going to give them +1 attack from the mountain.
Hell yeah, get it. Get it, brother.
So a mighty 7 attacks coming your way. 7 attacks, 3s and 3s. Okay, we... cool. Take 1, sir, at rend 1.
Failed it.
A mighty 2 damage. Does he ignore 1 damage for every phase, or is it just the frigates?
He does.
Okay.
Thank you for reminding me of my battle formation. So he takes 1 damage. And then he's going to use a command point and power through. So he'll do D3 mortal wounds to you. for 3.
For 3.
This is a mean little gun hauler.
All right, another knucklehead goes down. You killed 8 guys.
Yeah, dude.
That's a lot of guys.
All right, after I powered through, I stayed on the point and I just went in front of the Endrin Ringers. It's gonna round out my turn. All right, we are finished with my turn. I scored 5 points. I hold my own objective and I completed my battle tactic of take their land. Did some damage into the Stone Guard. Got a little tricky with the gun hauler and did like an extra 5 or 6 damage, so that was kind of cool. And that's it. So scores 5 to 7, and we're getting the roll off for battle round 2 to see what happens next. Good luck to you, Michael.
Good luck to you.
I have to think. We'll be back. All right, we're back for battle round 2. I've decided to take the turn. I'm just going to try to deal some damage and kill some things before Michael gets into my boats. I don't know how to play this army because I didn't know how to play it in 3rd edition, and this is my first time playing it in 4th. But I am going to take the double because Michael going now could mean that I take a lot of damage.
Yes.
And get really far behind in points. So I'm just going to do damage and get really far behind in points instead, I think.
Seems good.
No battle tactic, no hero phase stuff. Oh, emergency field repairs, man. My gun hauler from last turn, Michael. He's full health.
So it was all for naught.
It was all for Arcanaut.
Well, we're going to rally some Stone Guard. And we only get 1 back. But sometimes 1 is all you need. Nope, just it. That's it.
All right.
Get my 1 guy back, and then we'll stand firm against all that shooting again.
All right, let's move.
Dave, you finished your movement. Walk us through it.
I ran my Thunderers because they're holding my back objective, so I just got them as far away as I could. And then the Admiral and the Aether Chemist moved over there. The Aether Chemist is... Oh, these guys should be flipped around, I'm sorry. I mixed them up because they look the same. Okay. The Aether Chemist is 3 inches away from the Bubble Boys to try to give them rend in the shooting phase. Then we've got our gun hauler, our frigate, our other gun hauler. This gun hauler moved over the Stone Guard in the movement phase and did the bomb rack ability. We put 1 more Stone Guard back into that unit because I used the bomb rack ability on the charge. You can't do that anymore. And then over here, the frigate and the general are going to go shoot at some river blades. And that's my whole movement. Michael did throw a 4-inch redeploy with the Spirit of the Mountain. So he's down to 2 command points. And that's it. We can go ahead and get set up for some shooting. All right, let's look at the river blades first. We're going to shoot the Endrin Master. He's going to start with his weapon suit battery. This is going to be 6 attacks, 3s, 3s, -1, 1s. 2 saves to the river blades, -1.
Saved 1, failed 1.
And a single damage.
1 damage Reno.
Okay, and then his Aether Cannon hits, misses. And then we'll do the frigate that's standing right next to him. Aether Shot Carbines, we're looking for 3s and 3s. 1 at -1.
Saved it.
Nice. And then the Skyhook, 4s, 3s, 1 at -2.
Goes right through.
4 damage.
Dave, I saved them all.
Very nice. Okay, let's look at the Endrin riggers. They're going to shoot into the Stone Guard. So we'll go with our Aethermatic Volley Guns. This is 4d6 attacks. We've got 10 this time. 4s and 4s. 1 explosion. Leave that 3 in there. 3 saves.
4s. And a 5. Take a damage.
Okay, and then the 2 heavy weapons. Miss. We're going to shoot the gun hauler right here. He's got his 1 15-inch shot. Sky cannon. 4s. 3. Make a save.
4. 2 damage? Or it's d6?
That's 3 damage.
3 damage. Okay, 2 guys. Sergeant is left, standing valiantly.
Okay, let's do the frigate. Aether shot carbines. He's going to all-out attack for free. So 2s and 3s. 3 saves.
4s. Failed 1.
2 damage.
Okay, he's dead. You got him.
All right, the last gun hauler that's standing on the point is going to put all of his attacks into the mountain.
Avalenor or the Spirit?
Avalenor.
Got it.
So 2 attacks with the carbines, and then 2 attacks with the sky cannon. Okay, good talk. So the frigate's going to try to charge. He fails. I don't feel like re-rolling that. I was kind of iffy on trying to get onto that point anyway. So that's going to be the end of my turn.
The river blades are going to try and move like the water and
Okay.
surge at him. And they surge at him.
Okay. Combat o'clock will all-out attack, bring me down to 4. This is going to be 8 attacks, 3s and 4s. Of note, there was not a single 3 in there. 4s. Make 2 saves.
5s. 2 guys.
With that, Michael will be able to pile into my general, and we'll go ahead and all-out defense him.
Well, all attack. So it'll be 2s and 4s, and these are going to be Ren 2.
That was like 50% 2s, Michael.
It was. I take 5 at Ren 2.
4s. He takes 3 damage.
All right.
He'll fight you back. This is going to be 4 attacks, 3s, 3s. 2 damage. It's Ren 2.
Poof.
That is the end of the combat.
Cool. Let's score you up.
Let's do it. Okay, we're back from my turn. I scored a mighty 3 points. I couldn't do a battle tactic, and I couldn't get onto that objective over there. Had I rolled a bigger charge with the frigate, I may have, but then I would have been sacrificing my general and probably my frigate in the next turn. So I'm okay with it. It's 8 points to 7 points. I have 3 command points to Michael's 1, and we're going to get into his turn.
So we're going to take the lands this turn because we're standing on it. So that seems good. And then we're going to take 2 cows and run that way. I don't really have a super good answer for this frigate right now. Let's do a little bit of casting. And let's start with the Cathalar.
Mm-hmm.
And she's going to go with the Rune of Petrification.
Yeah.
Pretty sure it needs a 7, so I don't think a 6 is going to do it. And then we'll do Protection with the Stone Mage. Any perils. We have a reroll. We have a reroll.
Yeah.
Shrine.
Use your reroll.
Okay. Protection maybe goes off.
Okay.
The important part is it didn't perils. Protection's an 8, so it does fail. And then we're going to end with Speed.
Okay.
And then we're going to put this on Avalenor. Speed does go off on a 6. That is my mighty hero phase. You ready to move?
Let's do it.
Movement phase is complete. Both mountains have scurried onto that point to secure it from the overlords. And we started moving the spears back to protect our home objective because I have almost nothing to protect it. And then I decided to leave
The light of Eltharion.
Thank you. He's going to stay in the trees so that if David comes onto that point, I can come out and actually fight him.
Yeah.
I did decide to leave my river blades in combat. I know it's kind of risky, but if I can trade them for that general, I think that's a good trade. And they have some shoot in combat. And then you threw a redeploy and moved your gun hauler in front of the rest of your army.
I did. I closed that hole, so it's going to be hard for Michael to get to the frigate. And with a good charge, Avalenor may get into my Endrin riggers, but I had to make some tough choices there. So.
And let's go with the Stoneheart King into the frigate. This is going to be the Geomantic Blast. Hits on a 3. Wounds on a 2. Oh, okay, cool. And then the Spirit of the Mountain is going to do the same.
Mm-hmm.
Perfect.
Idiot.
Nicely done, boys. The River Blades are shooting combat. These are going to be 2 attacks piece, +1 for the sergeant, -1 to hit, so 4s and 4s, single damage.
Okay.
Excellent. Nicely done. No hits.
Are you done shooting?
Now I am done shooting.
Okay. I'm going to use a command point and shoot with the Endrin Master back into the River Blades because he also has shoot in combat. We got 6 shots. This is going to be 4s and 3s. 4 hits and then 3s. 2 wounds, -1 rend. You dirty dog. You dirty dog! You're just gonna leave me in combat with those guys.
That's hilarious.
I thought they were dead.
I thought they
Come
were
on,
dead too.
man.
That's hilarious.
Oh my gosh. You're rolling too many 6s with those dice, dude.
Avalenor charging in. A mighty 6-inch charge. And then the Spirit of the Mountain charging in. Right.
Okay.
Well, let's do our first activation, and it's going to be the Stoneheart King. So we have 6 attacks with the hammers. These are 3s and 2s. Okay, so take 6 at -2.
Fail 2.
8 damage total.
Okay.
And then we have 2 attacks with the cloven hooves. Take 1 more at rend 2. Or rend 1, excuse me.
Fail it.
2 damage.
Okay.
All right, River Blades in to your general 3s and 4s. Okay, 3, rend 2.
4s. Take 2 damage. You roll him to 5.
6 wound hero.
It's an 8 wound hero.
He's an 8 wound hero?
Yeah, man.
He's thick, boy.
He's got a dirigible suit. Let's do 3s and 3s. Okay, slightly better than last time. You made 2 hits this time. That's 2 damage.
It's the end of the phase, so we're just going to all-out attack with our last command point.
Yeah, dude. You don't want to drop any of these attacks.
This is 2s
Uh-huh.
and 2s. So take 2 rend 2.
5s. He's dead.
You take 10 damage and he's dead.
10 damage, dead.
Lumineth Realm-lords have completed their turn, and we scored 9 points. We hold our home, we hold both the border ones, and we completed our battle tactic of take their lands. I can't score 10 unless I can hold your backfield objective. So that was fine. I lost the River Blades, and then I spent 1,000 points of my army to kill 1 gun hauler.
It's looking good for Lumineth Realm-lords, but I have killed your River Blades and your Stone Guard.
Yes.
So, trading well right now.
Yes, you are.
We just need to see what happens in Battle Round 3.
I shall take the turn.
Double turn away, good sir. We will be back for Battle Round 3, Lumineth Realm-lords.
All right, we're getting into battle round 3, Lumineth Realm-lords. It's a tasty time to take the double because most of David's army is standing in front of me. I still don't really have an answer for this frigate back here, so I've decided to ignore it in lieu of everything else on the table. I don't have to declare a battle tactic. I have 4 command points, and I'm going to get straight into casting. Protection of Hish goes off on an 8.
Cool.
And then we will do speed. Goes off on 6. He's going to put that on Spirit of the Mountain.
Okay.
And then the Cathalar is also going to cast speed. And that goes off on an 8, and that will go on the spears. Do you want to rally?
I do. Suffered 5.
Suffered 5.
Okay, he heals 4, so he suffered 1. Going down to 4 command points.
Let's move it.
Let's do it.
Movement phase is complete. We spent a CP to auto-run the Wardens, and we got just a butt-ton onto that point. So they're going to stand there. And then I ran the Shrine Luminor with its Protection of Hish. So they're -1 to be hit, and they have a 5-up ward, which is nice. And then I threw some dice all over the place. And then we moved both the cows up. Dave threw a redeploy of 4 inches on the frigate, which is pretty good. And then I realized I moved my Avalenor outside of 12 inches, so I just scooched him back in. And we're getting ready to shoot.
Michael did stay that far away because the Admiral has a once per battle to make a monster charge on 1 dice instead of 2. So he's going to gamble on getting like 6 and 7 inch charges instead.
Yeah, I thought the 6-inch charge was slightly better chances than a 3-inch. The Light of Eltharion is still in the forest, just threatening my home field objective for when that frigate comes over to play. So we're going to try and shoot you.
Okay.
Okay? Let's see what happens.
Who are you targeting?
Everything into the frigate.
Okay, all out defense on the frigate.
Okay, Geomantic Blast from the Spirit of the Mountain hits on a 3. Cool. Geomantic Blast from Avalenor into the gun hauler.
Okay.
Oh, it wounds. It's Ren 2.
Okay, damage.
It's D6 damage for 4 damage, which is 3 to you.
Yep, and then I have a 6-up ward because I'm in the combat range of another thing. 2 wounds.
Another thing.
The frigate. Gun hauler gives out a 6-up ward if it's in the combat range of another gunboat for itself and the gunboat.
Seems good.
Okay, the Thunderers are going to lay some covering fire, going down to 1 CP. We're going to start with the 3 shots from the Aether Shot Rifle. I'm -1 to hit, so this is 4s and 4s. 1 hit. No wounds. And then we're going to do the 10 shots from the Deck Sweepers. This is also 4s and 4s, but it's going to be Ren 2 because it's anti-infantry. 3 Ren 2s into the spears.
I think that's all failed. Yep, all failed.
Okay, those are single damage.
5s. 1 guy goes down.
Okay, and then we're going to do the Aether Cannon and Gruntstock Mortar. This is 5s, and everything misses.
Avalenor looking for a 6-inch charge. That's a 6-inch charge.
He's going in.
Spirit of the Mountain Needs an 8. Let's spend CP to re-roll it. Going down to 2. That's a 10.
Cool.
Spirit of the Mountain has piled in. He's going to activate against the frigate.
Okay, all out D with my last commando.
And all out attack. Going down to 1 command. So these are 2s and 2s, Ren 2 into the frigate.
Okay.
They all hit. They all wound.
4s. Okay, 15 damage.
15 damage.
That's going to go down to 14 damage. And then we've got a... Oh, hold on, I need to roll wards first.
No, you don't. Yeah, you're right. You're right.
Okay, we take 14 damage.
And then 2 of the cloven hooves. 1 hit. 1 wound at Ren 1. 2 damage.
2 damage, 6s. Frigate goes down, takes 1 damage.
Wow.
Would have been nice to roll 1 6 on 14 dice. But
1.
Whatever.
1 is all you need.
Okay, let's go look at the
Avalenor.
Avalenor.
The Avalenor. All right, we did tag the gunboat. I'm not going to activate the gunboat. I was just trying to tag it so it can't like fall back and shoot. So we're just going to put everything into the bubble boys.
Mm-hmm.
So we have 6 attacks with the hammers. These are on 3s. And 2s. I'll take 2 at Ren 2.
6s. Okay.
8 damage.
Okay, that's going to kill 4 of them.
And then the cloven hooves. 1 hit. 1 wound at Ren 1.
Let's save that one.
Okay.
Okay, we have our Aethermatic Saws left going into Avalenor. This is 7 attacks, 4s and 3s. Make 6 saves at -2.
Oh, -2. So -1, so 4s. And then damage.
3 damage.
5s. Take 2.
Take that.
You just scratched him. Then the gunboat's terrible weapons.
Make a save.
1 save coming up. Hurry up. Saved it.
Nice.
Cool. Will score me up.
Okay.
Lumineth Realm-lords have completed our turn. We caught the frigate. We didn't quite catch all of those Enden riggers, and we're swarming all the points, except we've completely abandoned the backfield, so that's cool. I score 6 points, because there's a cap on how many you can score for controlling objectives. And I only have 1 command point, and you have none.
Yeah.
And we're getting into Dave's turn. And what's your battle tactic going to be?
I'm going to attack on 2 fronts.
Should be good.
So I'm going to take these 2 objectives. Michael can't stop me.
Maybe a good redeploy?
Maybe, yeah, maybe. And that is it. I have nothing else.
And I'm not going to spend my command on anything.
You don't want to spend your last command point? Okay,
Nope.
Let's move. Okay, we're finished with my movement phase. I retreated with the gun hauler and I pulled the 4 models that were left with it and put it on the point to seize that point. So I have 7 on that objective. The Thunderers are going to stand firm and blaze away, and then my general and the frigate went over onto the back point. So I'm scoring 6 on objectives right now and complete my battle tactics, so that'll be a good scoring turn. I don't have very much shooting, so we're just going to go top down, and we're going to start with the Thunderers. So I'm at a -1 to hit. We're going to go with the Aether Shot Rifle. This is going to be 4s and 4s.
We'll do an all-out defense.
Okay.
With our last command point.
1 wound at -1.
Failed it.
Single.
Failed it.
Okay, this is the Etheric Fumigator and Deck Sweepers. This is going to be 4s and 4s with that -1 to hit. We've got crits on 6s. 5.
Errant.
-1. Anti-infantry, -2.
Save 2.
Okay, that's 3 damage.
Or I saved 3, excuse me. So single damage?
Correct.
Okay, cool.
5s and 3s with the mortars and aether cannons. 1 hit. No. Now we are going to shoot the frigate, and the frigate is going to put all of its shots into the terrain feature. Go with the carbines first. This is 3s and 3s. 2 at -1.
Save 1, failed 1.
2 damage. And then the skyhook is 4s and 3s. 1 hit. No wounds. And then we're going to finish by shooting the terrain feature with El Capitan. His Aether Cannon is 3s and 3s. It misses. And then he's got his 6 shots with the weapon battery, 3s and 3s. 4 at -1.
Save 2.
Single damage.
Cool. Any charges?
No. The spears have anti-charge +1 Ren, so that's a bad idea.
Yep, and they're crit mortals.
We're going to do emergency field repairs on 1 dice, and we're going to heal 1 wound to that gun hauler. And that is the end of battle round 3. Let's go score me up. Okay, we're back for my turn. I scored 10 points right there. I got 6 points on objectives, which is the max, and then I got my battle tactic, bringing me up to 18. So the score is 22 to 18, and we're getting into the roll-off for battle round 4.
Good luck to you.
Good luck to you. Oh, yes! I'm going to take a double again, Michael.
You're going to drop all your scoring and take a double?
No, I can score 10 points, dude. 9 points. I can score 9 points. 6 points.
You can score 6.
I'm going to go score 6 points. We'll be right back. Hello, and welcome back for an exciting battle round 4. Kharadron Overlords are going to go. I can only score 6 points this turn, but it's going to be pretty easy to do that. No battle tactic. I'm going to rally the Endrin Rivers, see how many we can get back. We'd love to get 2 back. We'll get 2 back.
While you're doing that, can I rally Avalenor? Oh, nothing. Down.
Oh, I should try to kill him. How many wounds does he have? 1,000?
If that little gunboat can kill him.
Oh, the little gunboat that could.
He's 16 wounded.
The little gunboat that couldn't.
All right. Ready to move?
I don't know, Michael. I don't know my army well enough. I think I'm ready to move. I'm looking at my 7 models, just like, I have no idea how to play this army. All right, let's move. Okay, we are back from my movement phase. I moved my 2 little foot heroes and my bubble boys toward the trees. They might try to get frisky and charge into Eltharion. And then my general is 9 inches away from Eltharion, standing on that objective so I can get my points.
I did think about rolling a redeploy and then realized, I can get pretty far away, but then I realized that the light would just be out here to be shot at by all the gunboats.
Just turn into him with everything.
So I'll just stay in the trees and pretty sure that I can tangled in a fight against 3 bubble boys.
Yep, we moved the frigate onto this point, and then we moved the gun hauler over here so he can see to shoot into the wardens. And the Thunderers are staying in combat. They're just blazing away because there's really nowhere else to put them but on the point.
They could walk off the point.
Yeah, I guess I'll tell you what, Michael. I'll move them this way,
Within
like 2 inches.
Ooh, nice.
There we go.
Oh, that's
just to make them 2 inches farther away from dying in the next turn. So,
ish.
nice. Movement phase complete. Let's go ahead and shoot. Okay, the gun hauler is going to put all of its attacks into the spears.
Well, all out defense. Going down to 2 command earlier points.
This is going to be 3s and 3s. Good talk. Rolling lots of those today. And then we've got 2 attacks from the Sky Cannon, 5s. Good talk. Okay, now we're going to shoot all of the frigate's attacks right here into the spears as well. We'll all out attack with the frigate. So I'm just hitting on my normal profile. And this is going to be 3s and 3s. Make 3 saves -1.
Save 2.
Take 2 damage.
Save 2.
Okay, and then let's go Skyhook, 4s, and 3, -2,
Fail it.
1 damage.
Oh, Skyhook. Saved it.
Okay, good talk. Let's shoot my general into the terrain feature, just with his 18-inch shot, because it's the only thing that he has in range. 3. And then let's shoot all of the bubble boys into the terrain feature as well. Okay, we put one of the volley guns back in. We'll go with that. This is 2d6 attacks for 6. 4s and 4s. One wound.
Fail it.
And then we've got the 2 rapid fire rivet guns. 3s and 4s. Make 2 more saves at -1.
Saved 1, failed 1.
Single.
Suffered 6 damage so far.
Nice. We're doing the thing. The Admiral is in range of the terrain feature, so we're going to shoot him. These are 3s, 3s, -1, 2. 2 -1s.
Failing both.
4 damage.
He was at 10 suffered. Well, someone can call me out if I would have saved a couple of those that I failed. In my head, I was doing a 4-up save on him. He's a 3-up save. But he got 2 wounds left.
Who's a 3-up save?
The Shrine Luminor.
The Shrine has a 3-up save?
Yeah,
What the fuck?
I've been doing it as a 4-up, but I have no idea how to remedy that, so just torch me in the comments. Thunderers?
Thunderers are going to fight into the spears. 3s. Goes to 4s. Good pick. Really good army pick against all of my 4-ups. 4s. 3 saves into the spears at -2.
Save 1, failed 2.
Single.
Take 2.
5s. Done.
Done, son.
Let's charge the Endrin Riggers. We're going to go 7. Let's charge the Gun Hauler. 6. Frigate charging. 7.
How about those Thunderers? They went in?
Thunderers charging. This is Dave's last stand, guys. Let's go! Aether Chemist, charging. Oh, yes! You got an 8, dude.
You're gonna come into the light?
Yeah, dude. Let's go. Let's tango.
Couldn't split up Tango and Cash. That's also true.
Yeah.
Cool. How about the Admiral as well?
Admiral going in.
Why don't you send him into the cow?
Send him into the cow.
Oh yeah.
No, dude.
Yeah, that'd be crazy. All right, you have any rampages? I don't think you do.
Nope.
Okay, let's do the Spears. On a 4-up, your Thunderers will fight last. Yes, your Thunderers fight last.
Oh no.
Oh no. Where do you want to activate first?
I want to activate on the light of Eltharion. Scalp Hammer. 3 attacks, 3s and 2s. Everything hits. 1 wound.
3. Fail it.
3 damage.
5s. Take a damage.
Take that.
Take that.
Take that. All right.
Okay.
Your turn to activate.
Cool. Well, I guess it's the light.
Uh-huh.
So I can pile in onto the point. I just have to stay in combat range of that guy.
Mm-hmm.
So I can go like this. I really want to split. Okay, here's what we're going to do. We're going to split because it's stupid.
Okay.
Okay? We're going to put 3 of the Fang Swords into the Aether Chemist,
Uh-huh.
1 Fang Sword, and the Selenar Blade into the Admiral.
Okay. All out D on the Admiral, please.
Okay. Fang Sword hits on 2s, exploding hits. Wounds on 3s. Take 2 at Ren 3.
Into
The Aether Chemist?
dead.
Okay, cool. 1 Fang Sword into the Admiral. Hits. Fails to wound. And then 2 Selenar Blades. Hits. Wounds, Ren 2 on this.
He fails it.
Okay, 3 damage.
Okay.
All right, Wardens, 2 attacks piece. 3s and 4s, Ren 1, crit mortals.
Okay.
Into the Thunderers. 4 mortal wounds. A mighty 3 at Ren 1.
Okay, I take 2 more damage. Gun Hauler. 3 hits. 2 wounds into the Cathalar. No rend.
Saved 1, failed 1. Saved it. I guess she has 1 bonk. What do you think? You think she has more than 1 bonk?
I feel like she has 1 attack.
She has 3.
Oh no.
Into the Gun Hauler. These are 3s. 4s. No rend.
We're good.
Cool.
This is back into the Cathalar with my assault boat. 4s. Make 2 saves.
You know what'd be cool is if it got +1 damage on the charge.
Oh, that would be great.
Single damage. Take 2 damage.
Cool. Okay, the Endrin Riggers are gonna go. I have 1 gun butt. 4 misses.
But
And then I have 7 attacks with the Aethermatic Saws. This is 4s and 3s. 4 at Ren 2.
5s. Fail 3. He's dead.
It's 8 damage, yeah.
And then he'll jump out and he'll take D3 mortal wounds for 3.
Good talk.
Cool.
That is the end of the combat phase. We're back from my turn. I just smushed everything in. I was trying to stop Eltharion from getting over there, try to pick off a hero, lifted the terrain feature, and scored 6 points while I was doing it, so not too bad. That brings me up to 24 to Michael's 22. We're gonna get into his turn. I have 2 command points to your 2 command points.
That's right. Here, battle tactic this turn is going to be Slay the Tyrant. I'm just going to kill the Admiral with the light.
He's in trouble.
He's in trouble. And then we'll do a little casting. How about Speed of Hish coming from the Stone Mage? It goes off on an 8.
Very nice.
It'll go on Avalenor, and then Protection. Goes off on an 8.
What about your Cathalar? Does she want to cast anything?
I kind of thought she was dead.
She's not dead yet.
She's not dead yet. How about another speed? Goes off on 7. We got fast cows. And then I'll spend a command point. Yeah, 1 command point, and we will try to rally Avalenor yet again.
That was better.
He's suffered 1 now.
Good. Those darn mountain cows. We'll be back after Michael's move.
Movement phase is complete. We fell out of combat with the spears. 2 guys died when we fell out of combat, but I had to get them out of there so the Spirit of the Mountain could move through. Avalenor moved up, triggering a redeploy from the Endriggers, and then the Light stayed in combat. The Cathalar chose to stay in combat, just so he couldn't redeploy the frigate or the boat.
Yep.
So she's holding them by the nose. And I can't shoot with the Light, because I don't want to accidentally kill that guy. And I don't even know if I have shoot in combat, so there's that too. Mm-hmm. We are going to do our geomantic blasts into the frigate.
Okay.
They're the best. I'm going to do this at the same time to save myself the rolling. Hitting on 3s, wounding on 2s. Oh, they both hit. They both wound. Rend 2.
Save 1, fail 1.
D6 damage for 2.
Okay, he'll have a 6 up ward, okay, and then he shrugs one of those damages. So he'll take 1 wound.
Nice. Geomantic Blast, so good.
Super strong.
Shooting is complete. Let's charge. Charging with the Spirit of the Mountain. 6 inches is good. Charging with the Avalenor. Going in. 7-inch charge.
7's good. He needed a 6.
Fang Sword, 4 attacks. This is where you're all out defense?
Nope. I would like to keep my frigate, but thank you for asking.
Okay. 4 attacks. Wound on 3s. Take 2, rend 3.
Dead.
Deadzo. Battle tactic is complete. All on attack.
All out defense. All out of commanders.
2s. 2s. 3 at rend 2.
4s. 5 damage.
Yes, 5 damage.
Okay. He's going to take 1 damage.
Wow. Remember last time when he just exploded? Mm-hmm. And 1 more at rend 1.
We're good. Last hurrah of the Bubble Boys. We're going to fight into Avalenor. We'll start with a gun butt. It hits. Okay. It doesn't win though. And then we'll go with the Aethermatic Saws. 4s. Oh, you guys. 3 makes a save -2.
Fail it.
3 damage.
So 6s now. Take 3. We're actually going to put everything into the Bubble Boys.
Okay.
Because the boat has a ward and there's more wounds.
Yep.
Hammers, hitting on 3s. Wound on 2s. So take 5 at rend 2.
6s. Dead.
And then the Cathalar into the boat. 1, no rend.
We're good.
Cool.
Boarding weapons from the gun hauler into the Cathalar. 3 hit. 2 wound.
Ha! Save 1, failed 1.
Single. And then the frigate.
Frigate into the Spirit.
Nope, frigate into the Cathalar.
Into the Cathalar.
1 wound.
I'm going to move the camera. Hiya! Fail it.
Cool.
She's at 4 suffered. She's a combat beast. All right, let's score it up.
Do it.
Lumineth Realm-lords have completed our turn. We scored 9 points because we hold David's home objective, and we completed our battle tactic. I did choose to give up on that objective, which Dave still owns, so that I could try to push more damage through. He still has some stuff on the table, and he's still holding my home objective. And we're getting, so the current score is 31 for me to your
24.
24.
Yep, I'm down by 7.
And we're getting into the roll-off for Battle Round 5, would you believe it or not?
Yeah. Good game.
Good game.
It's
Went
been
the
a good
distance.
game. Good luck to you, good sir. Okay.
Dave gets to keep playing.
I'm not going to play, though. I'm just going to tell you what I'm going to do because there's no way I can win. I am going to score 10 points. I'm going to shoot everything into the Stoneheart King, try to kill him. And then I'm going to kill this Cathalar. I have 12 attacks, 4s and 4s, and she has 1 wound left.
I feel like that's bad enough that you have to roll it.
Okay, Michael. You want me to roll that? Okay. Okay, I would all-out attack with the frigate. Oh. Okay, and then the gun hauler fails.
And that's the game.
Yeah, it was the game anyway. But thanks for making me do that.
You're welcome.
All right, we'll be back for the wrap-up.
All right, guys, we're here for the wrap-up. Final score is going to be 41 for the Lumineth Realm-lords and 30 for Kharadron Overlords. Comment down below what you thought of the game, highlights, lowlights. We're going to get into ours, MVPs, LVPs, and highlights and lowlights right now. David, let's talk about the Kharadron Overlords, how you felt they played. You kept saying you didn't know how to play them, but I thought you did fine. We went 5 turns.
Yeah, I played them fine. Their mechanics are okay. The shooting was not okay. It was really bad because of -1 to hit, 5-up ward. It took me a double turn shooting with my entire army just to kill your stone guard, and then I was danger close to both of the cows. Yes, this is a very tricky army to play. It really only operates in the shooting phase. I don't have any reliable damage output in the combat phase to dissuade Michael from just continuing to move forward. He's just trying to pin my units in combat so they can't shoot with as many missile weapon attacks. So that feels kind of bad, honestly. The frigates not being able to do any charge damage. They used to have like a battering ram ability where when they charged, they would do some mortals on 4s. I think that you kind of need that because if you're going to charge a frigate, it's going to not be able to shoot its big weapons in combat, and it has no melee weapon output. So the fact that it doesn't have that anymore feels weird. I like the gun haulers as screens. However, they're 200 points, so it's expensive. I mean, if you look at my army versus Michael's army, it's like, okay, I've got no hammers and 2 big damage dealers via shooting. But I can't really play the game in all phases, and I can't really get across the board like I used to be able to with Kharadron. So this is probably not an optimized list, let's just be honest, but it's really fun to take a bunch of gunships, and it feels kind of weird to not be able to put a bunch of gunships in your army and do reliable damage. But yeah, the abilities that they have is fun, and like shooting in the shooting phase is fun. You're just like waiting for the shooting phase because that's when you get to do everything for your army. But yeah, they're definitely a skew list, and I'm going to be excited to try some different lists with them. We've got a ton of Kharadron Overlord stuff that we will get to eventually. But yeah, MVP for this game is going to be the gun hauler that held back the 2 mountains for that turn. That was really, really cool. And then I'll give LVP to the Aether Chemist. I didn't really need him. I put him in the list because he used to be good. So I was like, cool, I'll put him in. But all he really does is add Ren to infantry, and that didn't really help me. I would have been happy to drop him and just take some Arcanaut company, and I would have done exactly the same thing with an extra screen to hold objectives. That way the Thunderers could have flown around with one of the boats, and the Arcanaut company would have done exactly what the Thunderers had to do for that entire game. It was cool that it went 5 rounds. Like,
Yep.
you can definitely play the game with this army. It's just hard to score and it's hard to come out on top. So yeah, I like them. I've always loved Kharadron Overlords, and I can't wait to play them again and see if I can do a little bit better next time.
Yeah, so for me, I really wanted to take Alarith. Really wanted to bring out both of the mountains and the big block of Stone Guard. There's been a lot of talk about how they're not good.
Mm-hmm.
And I think that mostly comes down to the fact that they're very expensive point-wise.
Yeah.
And when you're comparing them to other units in the book, they're just getting outshined by Sentinels or Dawn Riders or this unit or that unit or that unit. That being said, I think they were fine. I think they were completely fine. I think they were fun. They still hit really hard, and they were still very resilient. And using Master Tactician to move them in your turn and then speed of hish them, like, they were fast. I cleared the whole board and then started coming back.
Yeah.
So the speed that they had was really cool. I think the big move for me was getting all of my spears onto your back point and just standing there. That big block of spears was surprisingly good. The LVP for me is going to be the Stone Guard. They didn't get a chance to do anything.
Yeah, I had to pick something to kill.
I could also give it to the Riverblades because they made an attempt to go after your general and then died in the effort. But they were going to die no matter kind of what I did there. MVP, I'm going to go with the Spirit, not Avalenor, mostly because the Spirit of the Mountain like actually connected more often and lifted several units by himself.
Yeah, yep, he did pretty good with that damage 5 hammer.
The 5-up ward bubble from the Shrine Guardian was also wildly impactful this game. There was a bunch of turns where I rolled 5 wards, so that was quite strong. Could I play at a tournament? Probably not. Is it fine for just a casual day of Warhammer? Yeah, I think so.
Yeah, I think you're absolutely right. Just because there's things that exist right now that are going to take care of a mountain in a turn.
Yeah, no problem.
You know what I mean? Like, Idoneth Deepkin could easily do that. There's 3 damage against monsters.
Yeah.
Reinforced Vanguard Raptors could lift one of those in 2 turns.
Probably. Yep.
With the Ren 2 and the range projection. I don't have a lot of Ren 2 in here, so a lot of my stuff you're saving on 3s with a 5-up ward. So KO seems like an army that would be able to lift the mountains, but you'd really have to focus your entire army on them. And I think I made a good decision by taking care of your teleportation unit, so making it harder for you to get battle tactics, and getting rid of your tankiest unit of the Stone Guard. I was forced to make that decision because I'm not going to waste all of my shooting into the Wardens who are -1 to be hit. So,
yes.
You know, the interesting thing is we went back and forth doubling each other because in this battle plan, you don't really need to get a battle tactic to score well. I just took the double a little early. I think that I probably should have played a little bit more conservatively, handed you the turn in 2, and then maybe taken a double when I could get to the back point because I had resources. I had the opportunity to do that. So did learn a little bit. It was a really fun game, though. I hope that you all enjoyed it. Go ahead and leave a comment down below. What could I do different with my army? Send me some spicy Kharadron Overlords. I want to see one that looks spicy because this one was just like...
It's fine.
This was definitely Garage Hammer, Beer and Pretzels list. I mean, I'm just a sucker for the boats. I want to just run an army that's all boats.
Sure.
Yeah.
I think that's it for us, guys. We'll see you next week for another battle report.